I hope you're all doing well. I hope your day is going on great. I hope your day is fruitful. I hope your week has been great so far. I'm doing well as well. Today I have a bit of real talk with me. It's actually a story time. It's a true story of someone close to us, actually a family friend. And as you can see, it's about HIV. I think personally, and I know other people out there have been ignorant about the disease, and if it still exists, if I may say. I mean, yesterday I heard in the news that someone saying that yes, HIV is still there, still real. Yes, but sometimes when we don't get in contact with it, we feel like, I think we are ignorant of that. Yes, so contact with the disease and how God helped her and everything. Not saying that it's curable or anything, but sometimes there are miracles out there and how God can actually take you out of it. And so also the reason, more importantly, of why I'm doing this video is actually the moral lesson and everything out of it, because this lady went and then she came out of it. Yes, so yes, my name is Jaliila, and let's get started. Some couple of months or a year ago, or maybe 2 years ago, this lady came to learn a trade. In our part of the world, learning trades is common. I mean, in Africa, people learn various kinds of, people come and stay with you to learn various kinds of trade. And she was not the only one in a group of ladies. They came to learn various kinds. In particular, we can do makeup, we can do hair making, sewing and other things. So it's very common in our part of the world. And so she came to learn it from that family member of mine. So when she came, due to where the home she was living, the kind of home where parents, due to financial needs, children are left to fend for themselves, struggle for themselves, and everything. So when she came, she ended up coming to stay with the person close to me, because she was helping her take care of her needs and everything. So she came, mostly she spent time with her, then later on she goes home sometimes to her parents. So that's how come she became more of a family friend to us. What happened was that she felt very ill for some months, and then that family member close to me took her to hospital, several times. And then when we went to the hospital, all they end up saying is that she has malaria. But she was coughing. I'm sorry, it's going to be a bit graphic. She was coughing, vomiting, so much. And then anytime that I was monitoring the progress and everything, anytime she went, it's said that she has a fever or malaria. Sometimes that's the most sad part, or in our part of the world, when you're sick for something. Studies don't really go through it, except it reaches the advanced stage before you get to know exactly what is wrong with you, and it's quite sad sometimes. So yes, she went to the hospital, and then we can give her medication, but this sickness wasn't going. She was still sick, coughing most of the time, vomiting and everything. She became so lean and everything. So as time went on, she goes home, and when she goes, the parents don't even care. They get up in the morning, they go out, and they don't know what their children are doing. So she came back to that family member close to me, and still taking care of her and everything. So the lady had a boyfriend, which I didn't even know about, and the person close to me also didn't even, because she became more of a family. So the guy decided to take her. So he told the person close to me that she's taking her somewhere. So which is okay. In our part of the world, it's okay when you are sick and you're not getting the solution you want. You can also go to church to find solution, which is, not bad at all. But as a man, a young guy, you should also take her to the hospital. We were wondering why you took her to a man of God and everything, but we forgot about that. And she came back and still she was sick. So what happened was that family member close to me decided to consult an auntie of mine who knew a doctor in one of our biggest hospitals in Ghana. So the doctor agreed that they should bring her. We took her there. Then she was immediately got there. She was admitted. Because she was very sick. And when she saw that family member close to me was the one taking all her needs in the hospital. In this case, I now understand that in this case, the parents knew she was in the hospital, and now really didn't even bother. I don't know what was wrong. So she was in the hospital, and it was ended just a series of times. We found out that she had tuberculosis. Even though we're sad in his infectious disease and everything, we're happy that at least we found out what is really wrong with her, what was really wrong with her. So we were giving her medication and everything, and then because it's an infectious disease, everybody in the household where they were living, because she was living in the person place, everybody had to go and do the test, and then they found out they were negative. Nobody had that. So that was a good part. So she was in the hospital for about 2 months, and then a series of tests had to be conducted again, and then found out that she had HIV. And I'm really, really emotional about this because she's actually young, about 20, 21, and she, I'm sorry. And then we found out that she had that's what the tests confirmed at that time. Close to me 2 years, because we were the one taking of her in the hospital and everything. At this point, before the parents came in, and then blah blah blah, they came to see what they were. I mean, a whole lot of issues that I didn't really want to go there. And though HIV and AIDS contain various needs, I mean, various needs, and I think that's what we have to talk about. But anyway, so we found out that, and then we put it in prayers to, and then but at that moment we hadn't told the girl, because according to the doctor, we have to bring her family members and everything to talk to him. And these are the family members who didn't really care where the lady was. So it was up to me and that family member to disclose it to me. And I couldn't. I mean, I'm such an emotional person that I didn't know how I was going to do that. And I came home, sometimes cry, pray. I mean, we prayed so much about how we're going to break the news to her, because it's not going to be easy breaking such news to somebody who was already sick in the hospital. So we put it in prayers, and everything was to give us the grace, was to give us the confidence to do that. So she was still in the, she stayed in the hospital for, at that time, for example, for almost 3 months, because the tuberculosis disease actually took a very long time to cure it itself. So she was there and everything. When we got to the point where we found out she had HIV, and now we had to find out who she was dating, because we didn't even see anybody close to her. And then that's where we came to contact to bring the boyfriend in. Oh my God. And then that's when we found out the sad news that the man knew, because he talked to the doctor, and he had a wife, and he was actually spreading the disease. I'm getting to that conclusion, because for a man who is married and dating a young girl like that, he must know. And initially, when he had to take the girl to the hospital, he didn't, and he took her to some other place because he knew, and stuff like that. And I was so mad. I mean, I had mixed feelings. I don't know what I was so mad. I mean, this is something that you see, you hear about, and it was so close to me. I didn't know what to do with this man. And I'm sure the wife didn't even know about it. I mean, doctors have confidentiality things and others like that. But I was wondering, I want you to comment below if you know of any news or laws, maybe in Ghana or anything, where you see some things like that, and then you can't tell, because it's the stigma and everything, and all these things attached to HIV. But this is a man who has this disease and is spreading the disease to young girls, and you can't say anything about it. I mean, I want you guys to comment below on how you want us to deal with this issue with this man in particular. Yes, but moving on, we found out that this man and everything, and I was so mad that she stayed in the hospital for almost 6 months. And thank God that in Ghana now, when you have such a disease, when you stay in the hospital, it's free. You're not being charged anyway. So she went back and forth. Yeah. So now the reason why I'm doing this video, the moral lesson of this video. Now, in a parent out there, I mean, family, anybody out there, sometimes I think you have to take time to know who your children are hanging out with, to know who your children are speaking with, their friends. I mean, why they have that? Once you haven't given them that amount of money, why they are doing that, why they are doing that. I mean, the world, we are in the 21st century now, and things like that. It don't matter what phone your sister is using, what phone your daughter is. I mean, but sometimes you have to take time to know, because the world is full of wicked people and dangerous people who are out there, and you can't even imagine. I mean, I couldn't even, I thought it was a joke. I couldn't even imagine such things going on, and it's actually going on. Things like this are actually going on. People get it, people having this, and it's quite sad that we living in such a world where people take things like that for granted. So more or less the reason, as I said, the reason why I'm doing this video is for us to take time to know what actually our family, people close to us, some relations are doing. Take time to know. You never know that wicked person out there, whether male or female, okay, who has this weird or bad intentions of things, and you don't know what they can do. I mean, this man is, I don't know, you can't jail him. He's out there, and even though now the doctors are counseling and everything, he seems like someone who is in for the kill. I mean, he's in for the kill. Thank God that we was able to save this family friend of mine from this. I mean, she's actually now in counseling to take her out of that depression and everything that she went through. And we're praying to God that He gives her the grace to come out of it. But anybody going, we have to be really, really careful who we hang out with, our boyfriends. Because, I mean, I can just imagine the lady's husband who doesn't even know she has the disease. And I want you guys to comment below of what you think we should do. Should we just keep mute about it, or do you want us to do something? Maybe the doctor should do something. I don't know. It's quite complicated. I've never gotten. I mean, I hear such things, but I never thought I could come in contact with it. Once you know this man has the disease, and not that he's staying with the wife. The wife doesn't know. Yes, we came to know that the wife doesn't know, but the wife knew that the man is a womanizer. So I don't know the number of women he has even infected or the amount to infect. It's quite strange. I don't know whether they are using protection, which is very, very important in this issue, protection, because if he's not using protection, the more he's multiplying the virus in his system and it's spreading it. Oh my God. Thank you guys. I don't want to make this video quite slow, but I want you to comment below if you have any experiences like that and how you think we can help this family friend of mine come out of this depression. If you have any comment below, if you know of any rules or laws, and how you think we can handle this man who is spreading the disease. And also comment below, parents out there, okay, who are with financial needs and financial constraints. You are not actually being in your children's life. Please again, the fact that you are not able to cater for your children or your needs of your wards doesn't mean that you can't be in their life. You can. Okay, you can. So I pray, I want you guys to be in your children's life, because there are wicked people out there who are doing things to danger our family members or those vulnerable. Okay, so yes, I want you guys to comment below of anything you want to share. Yes, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like as usual, and then share this video to anybody around social media. Please share this video so that someone out there who will be going through things can take a cue from it. So please put a thumbs up if you also enjoy this video, and I wish you guys well, and be safe, be healthy, and then don't forget to subscribe to this Jaliila Deen. I mean, I have a lot more for you guys, so please don't forget to subscribe, and I love you, lovelies. Bye. Enjoy your week.